anfangen. Kapitel 3. Wie viele 8 Gegner mit als Elma. Und noch ein Teil. Denk vorne. Da. Reparatur. Limbo. Ja, unser Skill habe ich so gelassen, wie ich das schon hatte. Bei guten Disk-Bombs. Dann die Hyperrail. Gespinst. Die 2 Schilde, einmal für Nahkampf, einmal für Stahl hoch. Dann Elektroschaden. Acid Schock hoch. Einfach nur für die Dinger höher zu machen. Panzerung haben wir noch so lassen. War. Und ich denke mir jetzt nicht, dass man noch die Dinge brauchen. Ja. Knallpistole. Hier noch ein paar Waffen. Jo.
Ja.
So, was haben wir denn noch? Jetzt juckt mich nicht. Talente. Haben noch drin, besser verstärkt Stachelschaden. Drin hat. Dann noch mal verstärkt Reflexion. Aber ach, guck. Verursacht Elektrostachelschar, wenn der Charakter Schaden erlangt. Haben wir da noch. In der Beteiligung erhöht Spannungspunkte, erhöht Elektroschaden bei Gegner unter Schock umdrehen. Intervalle zwischen Fernkampf, Auto. Okay. Das ist auch beim Skill oder zählt das nicht? Helio erhöht im Scale Fernkampftreffer, Nahkampfstärke, Nahkampftreffer, Ausweichschaden. Ach mit. Jetzt mal nachgucken, wo wir haben. Jetzt 2. Ach, guck mal da. Aurora-Knochen. Schön. Fällt uns hier nur noch 1, Haben wir nichts, da haben wir schon alles vollständig da. Nichts Neues. Nichts Neues. Du kannst nicht mehr als eine Handlungs- oder Harmonie. Ah, okay, gut. Wir haben die angenommen gehabt beim letzten Mal. Dann machen wir die gerade mal noch schnell. Die kann mir nicht abbrechen.
About that. What's up?
Freund braucht althergebrachte Noppon-Rezepte. Barawa liebt altes Rezept von Mamapon, ist geheimes Familienrezept. Barawa kann Freund vielleicht verraten, aber Barawa muss erst an alle Einzelheiten erinnern, muss grübeln bis Rübe qualmt. Inzwischen kann kein Freund mit berühmten Noppon-Sternköchen wie Gogo und Pira reden.
What's up?
Freund braucht, Gott. Normalerweise dauern solche Missionen.
Hey, listen. Hey.
Nu, Freund gibt Happa aus. Achso, Freund sammelt Rezepte. Als einmal hat Pira tolles Mampf überlegt, als Bräuch dann schlimm Krummel gemacht hat. Eigentlich ist Rezept für Noppon auf langer Handelsreise. Zutaten werden immer an Ort und Stelle gesammelt. Und spezielle Geräte sind auch nicht nötig. Ist außerdem super nahrhaft. Ach, Frank? No, ist vielleicht nicht einfach zu ertragen für Erdpon. Will Freund trotzdem hören? Zuerst muss Freund vor Ort viele Käfer sammeln. Giftige sind auch gut, geben würzige Note. Dann muss Freund Unkraut und Gräser in Umgebung pflücken. Stachelig pieksende Teile sind gut für Optik. Auge ist nämlich mit. Danach alles auf flachen Steinen zerreiben und in heißer Mittagssonne knusprig rösten, bis stinkt. Nach wenigen Stunden kann Freund den dann genüsslich wegnaschen. Mampf liebt wichtige Proteine und Ballaststoffe. Freund sieht ein bisschen blass aus. Macht Bäuchchen etwa schon Krummel nach leckeren Noppon-Reisfladen? Hey, Freund soll Rezept ausprobieren. Pira ist sowas wie Noppon-Sternkoch. Ich wage das zu bezweifeln.
Yeah, so listen. No. Wait till you hear this.
Hey.
Maybe can help.
Goku hat gehört, Freund sammelt Noppon-Kochrezepte. Er muss Freund unbedingt mal traditionelles Noppon-Happa von Oberpon probieren. Rezept wird seit jeher von Oberpon zu Oberpon weitergegeben. Freund muss für Zubereitung aber haufenweise besondere Regeln und Rituale kennen. Anfang? Neugieриger Freund ist sehr aufmerksam für Erdpon. Zuerst muss Koch sich in Wasser von Wasserfall ganz von übel reinigen. Am besten in Königsfällen. Freund muss vom höchsten Punkt in Wasserfall springen, ist Mutprobe. Freund muss bestehen, sonst kann ehrwürdiger Oberpon kein Happa servieren. Danach... Moment. Will Freund denn mehr über Rezept hören? Ja. Dann muss Koch Porträt in weiße Bohnen schnitzen und mit verschiedenen Gewürzen färben. Lachen ist bester Anreger für Appetit. Also muss Koch Oberpon noch 100 deine Mamapon-Witze erzählen. Wenn Mahlzeit beendet ist, schlappern Jungpon Teller sauber. Im letzten Teil ist ganz neu von jetzigem Oberpon. Ist aber auch zu... Hallihallöchen. Warum? Hast du wieder Zeit? Ja. Doch, schon zu Hause. Ich dachte, du wärst noch im Training. Oder schwänzt da jemand das Training?
What's up?
Bald sucht Althergebracht noch Rezepte. Das haben wir schon geguckt gehabt. Wahrer hatte Kindheit wie Prinzessin. Reiche Familie konnte tagtäglich Schmankerl schlemmen. Happa von Mamapon war immer bestes Happa. Mamapon ist als arme Noppon aufgewachsen. Vor langer Zeit ist Mamapon durch Wälder spaziert, als Karawane von Papapon von finster gaslichen Viechen angegriffen. Hippopotamusse und Untergebene von Papapon wurden alle verletzt. War fürchterlich. Doch Mamapon hat nur aus Zutaten in Karawane leckerstes Happa gekocht und alle wieder gesund gemacht. Außerdem hat Mamapon bösliche Viecher eigenhändig besiegt und gezähmt, um Hippopotamusse zu ersetzen. Nein, ich finde das Training nicht. Ich habe erst morgen öfter Training. Heute habe ich noch Ruhepause. Ja, aber ich habe mir gerade mein Essen fertig gemacht für morgen. Morgen geht's Milchreis und einen Shake. Ja, alles wieder flüchtige Ausrede. Es ist Mittwoch und du bist nicht im Training. Schande. Jetzt muss noch Treffen von Mamapon. Mamapon hat damals im Lager genommen. Hoffentlich kommt irgendwann herzenslieber Prinz auf majestätischen Hippopotamus und macht Wachaba Hoff. Zu romantisch. Kennst du das Training, Coach-Training? Ja, ich mag das Coach-Training.
He's really into this.
I know, right? I'm gonna have to step up my cooking to match.
Excited to try some exotic new recipes?
Lindley! Lindley!
Yes, but it's not enough. I still need a Nopon recipe to die for.
Lindley? Did Tatsu here?
I still need a Nopon recipe to die for.
Oh.
I'm sure the little guy will love whatever you cook, Lynn.
Here's hoping.
Something wrong?
Where'd Tatsu go?
He was just there.
Huh. Maybe he got hungry and headed back to the barracks ahead of us.
Und das Coach-Training machst du jetzt bis 22 Uhr, oder? Ich wollte Kapitel 13 starten, Alter. Ich habe vergessen, dass ich noch eine Harmonie-Mission gestartet habe. Ah, okay. Und was zockst du auf der Switch?
That's Nopon writing, right?
Tatsu thankful for good times, but go on long trip now. Do not come look for Tatsu. What in the world?
You wrote me a Dear Lynn letter!
We have to find him.
Ah, oh, sekundär, die zweite Luft. Okay. Was ist mit der ersten Luft passiert? Mussten sie zum zweiten Mal Luft holen? Ah, ist ja so ein Ding, dass er wieder hier irgendwo sein kann.
I see. Working hard out there?
Harmlos, seitdem wir die Schlange in den Kopf abgeschlagen haben. Trotzdem rennen da draußen noch immer Anhänger von Gängen rum, die jetzt mehr am Rad drehen als je zuvor. Von nervösen Monsterherden ganz zu schweigen. Wir haben noch eine Menge Arbeit vor uns, bevor wir behaupten können, Mira unter Kontrolle zu haben. Also glaub ja nicht, dass du dich ab jetzt in die Hängematte legen kannst. Das hier ist noch lange nicht vorbei. Aha.
Need my help? Hmm.
Dass wir so eine ätzende Ding sind.
Really?
Ich hasse dieses.
Hey,
Ah, ich dachte, du machst doch vorher noch was anderes. Da hast du noch
Looking for someone?
Dragon
Yes.
Quest, das du noch machen wolltest. Oh, man hast du ja soweit. Ich weiß ja so gut wie alles.
What's that?
Ich habe mir jetzt überlegt, ich werde jeden Morgen was von Frühstücken mitnehmen, weil ich muss hier anfangen, weil ja bald wieder Turniere stattfinden.
Hey,
Das stimmt. Alter, bin ich bescheuert? Wie gibt es zu Verwandlung wirken Versuche herausfinden, wo Tatsu sich aufhält?
I told you.
working hard out there?
Du sagst mir auch nichts Neues.
Yup.
hey.
Gucken, ob hier unten irgendwas ist. Ah, ich hasse solche Dinger.
Amazing, huh?
Oh, warum muss ich das wieder? Hasse solche Quests mit suchen und finde heraus, wer wo was gesagt haben könnte. machen wir erstmal das, was ich nachkomme. Wenn ich immer mache, ist sind richtig. Also gucken wir uns einfach mal zu verschiedenen Uhrzeiten hier um.
I see.
I told you. I told you.
Hey! We can hardly constrain our excitement! Do be careful! We can hardly constrain our excitement!
Ich höre mit dir deine Quatsch, ich höre mit ihm Quatsch.
What do you need? What do you need?
What's that?
Alter.
Yeah?
What do you think?
Really?
Geht doch, wir haben die Ding gefunden. Hilarious. Alter. Am Flughafen sind. Fisch.
Deep down, Tatsu always know. Tatsu, nothing but delicious ingredient to Lindley. Amazing, wonderful, best ever ingredient. So delicious that it ruined all other food for any who taste even one bite. Tatsu get hungry even just thinking of Tatsu. Wait, what was Tatsu talking about again?
Where the heck did he go? Tatsu!
This way.
Beastie not want to eat Tatsu! One taste of Tatsu will ruin Beastie for all other food! Tatsu not want things to end this way. Better eaten by friend Lindley than freaky Beastie. Goodbye, Lindley.
Tatsu!
Alter.
Tatsu, you big dummy! Why'd you run off like that?
Lindley!
All right, Ugly, you asked for it. No one eats my friend!
Alter, hat die gerade Tatsu einfach weggeworfen?
Looks like we don't have a choice.
You're mine. Fire for me.
Atomic hit!
I shall stop you cold in your tracks!
Fire!
You're mine.
Bullet storm!
Take this!
I'm ending
Wild
this.
smash!
Gun pending.
Take this!
Now topple them. I'll weaken them.
Please! Why would you
Trash
flee?
talk!
Gotcha.
Atomic hit! This is bad. I need healing. Wild smash! Fire carnival! They felt that! Now strike them again!
I'll weaken them.
Super shield!
That could have dented.
Iron prism!
Move in and keep the rhythm going. You're mine.
Atomic hit!
Take this.
Wild
Not
smash!
yet. You wish.
Heal me.
Bullet storm!
Take this. Crippling the trust.
Storm!
Follow up.
So long! Who wants the next dance?
One blow ended up. I shall stop you
Atomic
in
hit!
your tracks.
You're okay. This isn't good.
Take this.
Wild down!
Flee.
Ja, haben wir das hier auch? Auf wie Spaß da die 13 Kapitel 13 machen.
Tatsu's sorry for running away from home.
Then why?
Tatsu understand now. If Tatsu must be eaten, better to be eaten by friends and loved ones. Go ahead. Make Tatsu finest meal in history of Mira.
What are you talking about?
Aber du hast doch gesagt.
So delicious! Everything tastes amazing!
I'm really glad you like it.
Tatsu experienced minor misunderstanding. Tatsu thought Lindley wanted to turn him into pie.
Sorry I scared you, buddy.
But then why feast?
You turned 13 the other day, didn't you?
Yes, Tatsu now full-grown Nopon.
Well, we've been so busy around here, we never got to throw you a birthday party.
Friends have party on birthing day?
It's an old Earth custom. It's a way to celebrate the moment your family gets a little bigger. I was always so happy when people celebrated mine. So I figured...
Lindley!
Glückwunsch.
Friends make Tatsu so happy!
That's how birthday parties are supposed to work.
Does this make Tatsu part of Lindley family?
You bet it does.
Yes! Mama Pan will be relieved Tatsu finally have Wifey Pan! Tatsu do dance of matrimony!
Wife? No, we've got another misunderstanding here.
Ach. Trommelwirbel lernen. Sehr schön. Waffenschaden, physische Resistenz in Nahkampfketten zu. Egal, jetzt können wir auf jeden Fall das hier mal machen. Beweg dich basiert. Kapitel 13, Akt 1. Ursache und Wirkung. Warum ist die Halle zerstört? Ich war tot. Und wie ist das passiert? Hä? Okay. Sieht jetzt nicht gerade gut. gibt sogar mehrere. Okay.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
We got reports of an unexplained phenomenon. Dematerialization events all across Mira.
What do we know about it?
Whatever it is, it happened in several places at the exact same moment. It created expanding spheres that swallow anything they touch. Any matter caught in the radius, gone without a trace. Not even in the EM spectrum. Gone like cow piss in a rainstorm.
That doesn't sound like a natural occurrence.
For the time being, the effects are localized and the expansion has been limited. But if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time until it reaches NLA as well.
You're saying NLA is in danger?
Jawohl.
That's horrifying! Tatsu, prepare to evacuate at once!
And go where exactly? This is happening everywhere. Not like anywhere else is safer.
If it swallows everything, then no point putting up defenses, I guess.
It would be like spitting a hurricane in the eye.
First off, we'll need to gather concrete data. Let's find a place we can observe the phenomenon.
Good plan. Be extremely careful. There's no way to predict what might happen.
Sure. Though in all honesty, that's been pretty much par for the course since we set foot upon this planet.
Ach, stimmt.
You
Kann man nur
said it.
zustimmen.
And this is precisely what we admire about humans. This attitude of all's well that ends with a bang.
Ende gut, alle tot.
I'd rather avoid any more bangs.
The Lifehold Core investigation pales in importance to this.
Both are crucial matters, of course. But even if analysis of the Lifehold determines we're in no immediate danger, that won't mean much if all of Mira dematerializes from under our feet.
Let's keep this under wraps. Better that the troops stick to the investigation.
Yes, seems wise. No use causing widespread panic.
Elma?
I've got a hunch, Lynn. Everything that's going on, it can't just be coincidence. I can't shake the feeling. It's all connected.
Immerhin sieht die Karte aus wie so ein riesengroßer Anker. Komm her. Gehen wir mal hingucken. Da. Ist noch weit weg.
Is that it?
It's just dark! Inky black blackness!
Not even light can escape from within. This is no ordinary phenomenon. This is beyond understanding. It's a nightmare.
If it was anything at all like a black hole, we should be getting anomalous mass readings. But there's nothing.
No point guessing. Let's prioritize getting any blades here to safety.
Halt näher dran. Noch näher. Noch näher. Auch die Macht der Ringe.
Elma, look!
Ja. Ist kein schwarzes Loch, ist eine Invasion.
What? ghosts.
But how? Why here?
Unverwundbar. Nett?
Where'd they disappear?
They spotted us. Atomic hit. Wild blast. Furious blast. Fire carnival.
Upper hand.
Sliding sleep.
Side sliding.
Bullet storm.
Shadow strike.
Wild smash.
Black vein.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Wild
Side slash.
down.
Upper hand.
Atomic hit.
Now, melee
Furious
attack.
blast.
Shadow
Rascal.
strike.
Wild smash.
Side
Black
slash.
vein.
Understood.
Fire carnival.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Rascal.
Shadow.
I feel sharper than ever.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Super shield.
Upper hand. Shadow strike.
Sliding side.
Furious blast.
Wild smash. Bullet storm.
Sliding
Okay, sind das ist sowas wie ein nerviger Klotz.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Fire carnival.
I shall give it
Upper
my all.
hand.
They felt that.
Now, you're my
Strike them
turn.
again.
Furious blast. Move in and do some damage. Side slash.
Atomic hit. Iron
Move in and
prisoners.
keep the rhythm going. Side slash.
Fire carnival. Bullet storm.
Furious blast. Move in and keep the rhythm
I
going.
feel sharper than ever.
Shadow strike.
Atomic hit. Rascal.
Upper hand.
Try.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I feel sharper than ever.
Sliding
Furious blast.
Fire carnival.
Da können wir es hin. Jawohl.
Now. Overwhelm.
Slash.
Das wird ein nerviger Bastard, Alter. Wir müssen mal auf die zentrale Mitte gehen. Der nächste. Nachher noch 2, noch 3.
You're off guard.
Dodge this.
Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike. Upper hand.
Try attacking the vein. Black vein. We're all heading through. Sliding
Covering the shield.
I am losing my temper.
So nice. Move in and do some
I've been
damage.
waiting to lash
Side
out.
slash.
Try.
That dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Shield.
Black Bane!
Crunch!
100 shells! Nice. Furious
I've been
down.
waiting to lash out.
Some now. Melee attacks.
Understood.
Shadow strike.
Shield, you're setting foot.
Upper hand. Side clutch. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I feel sharper than ever. Got it. Now take the shot.
Shadow strike.
Shield.
Watch him go down. Flash
Crunch. Crunch.
That could have dented him.
I feel
Move
sharper
in
than
and keep
ever.
the rhythm going.
Crunch.
Shadow strike. I'm not clocking out yet. Killing machine. Heal me. Leon.
See if you can dodge this. Flurry.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Gut, dass das nichts ausmacht gegen die.
Side
Got
flash.
it. Now take the shot and topple them. How many beatings will it take? See if you can dodge this. Flurry.
Ja, ich hätte den falschen irgendwie.
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side flash. Upper hand.
Crunch.
Use an aura.
Crunch.
Get control of the battle. Side flash.
See if you can dodge this.
Shadow strike.
Crunch.
Roger. Upper hand.
Got it. Now take the shot and topple them.
Side flash.
How many beatings will it take?
Tough. Touch me up.
Shield. Shield.
Alter, wieder.
Crunch.
Shadow strike.
Got it. Now take the shot and topple them.
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
Shield.
Killing machine.
Shield.
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm
See
going.
if you can dodge this.
Mehrere von Sägen. Alter.
Tatsu surrounded.
Uh-oh. There's so many of them.
Oh, das war ein Volltreffer. Aber wer? Ja, man kann ich doch gleich nur übertreiben.
That's Skell.
Stimmt, das war der, der am Anfang gegen die gekämpft hat.
Ares.
Was? Das ist eine Ares, okay? Aber wer fahrt ne?
No way. How's this possible?
Super, du siehst jetzt das Gesicht nicht. Ah.
Elma, the Skell chasing that Ares just now?
The Vita.
Right. That's what I thought as well.
Wieder haben wir aber gekillt.
I know how you must feel. Still, this phenomenon, ghosts, the Vita, and Ares, we're just one squad. We can't deal with all of that ourselves. I suggest we return to base.
Alarmstufe Rot, aber Giftrot. Aber wer war der Kämpfer da drin?
An Ares?
I couldn't confirm who was piloting it, but that was an Ares, all right. The Prime, no less.
The Prime?
Lynn, give me your take.
Yes, sir. Judging by the speed, the maneuverability, it's hard to imagine what else it could be. I think we know the pilot.
So what? Are you telling me he's still alive?
Lau?
Alois Bernholt.
Pilot
of the first Ares, and the hero who saved us all.
Okay, das ist aber jetzt nichts.
On that note, I've got some news for you too. But you're not gonna like it.
Das war zu erwarten.
Let's hear it.
The Vita you all saw. Unfortunately, it's the real deal.
Wasn't it locked up in the Lifehold core?
I looked into it. It should have been safe inside, but there wasn't so much as a fart. Either one of those phenomena's to blame, or God knows what. An Ares, the Vita, chunks of the world vanishing. I've had just about enough of this.
You forgot the ghosts, Commander.
Ghosts? These beings we know nothing about. Could someone please bring us up to velocity?
Sad to say, we don't know much ourselves. An alien civilization opposed to the Ganglion. And yeah, that about covers it.
They were certainly opposed, but it felt like the ghosts were mopping the floor with them, and it wasn't even close.
They sent the Ganglion to pack?
Yep, it was pretty one-sided.
Ultimately, it was the battle between the ghosts and the Ganglion that cost us our world. We were the biggest losers in that.
It's not quite that simple. The ghosts are an omen, harbingers of doom. Back then, when we watched the Ganglion and ghosts clash with one another, think, what happened?
Vollständige Vernichtung.
That day, Earth was destroyed. What's more, that wasn't the first event of its kind. My home, the planet I was born on,
War auch darunter.
it met with the same fate.
Your planet? It was destroyed?
Mira disappearing, the ghost's arrival, even the Ares. The dots all join up. It's connected.
Ein ewiger Kreislauf.
It's fine. The time has come for you all to hear the truth of how I lost my home twice over.
Okay.
The planet of my birth, lay in a vastly distant corner of the universe and evolved differently from Earth. But like Earth, it was home to descendants of the ancient Samarians. We didn't wage war against other worlds. Ours was a peace-loving race. Till the Ganglion struck, without a whisper of warning. Their aim was nothing less than to completely eradicate Samar's legacy, and furthermore, to claim the Ares.
The Ares?
But how's the Ares come into all this?
I don't know the whole story either. Only... the Ares wasn't something we created ourselves. It came from our forebears. The technology was theirs. All we did was recreate it based on records and relics left behind by ancient Samar.
But that means...
Right. The Ganglion are an artificial life form engineered by Samar. And the Ares is one of Samar's creations too. Which makes it easier to understand their motivations.
You think that's why the Vita was pursuing the Ares then?
However, we still have no inkling as to why the ghosts appeared.
Auslöscher der Samaria.
I was just getting to that. As our fight against the Ganglion drew on, neither side seemed to be gaining any ground. Suddenly, dematerialization struck my homeworld. Then came a third side to the conflict, one hostile to both. Namely, the ghosts. The threat was new and unexpected, and indiscriminate, attacking us and Ganglion alike. The fighting grew muddled, and my world, already brought to the brink by war, was now also losing landmass to the DMAT events. The fate of my planet was sealed. And so, the Ares and I were sent with a mission to Earth. If the Ganglions survived, they would target you next as our fellow descendants of Samar. The last remaining threat. As
Dann
for
kamen sie
me,
auf die Erde.
I
Super.
was to gift you Ares tech, spurring your science to hopefully level the playing field. But in the end, I couldn't save the Earth, nor the Ares or the hero.
Weist darauf hin, dass sie dank Elmar die Menschheit überlebt hat. Das stimmt.
That's right. It may look grim, but we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you.
Exactly.
Without you, Colonel, none of us would be here talking.
Thank you. Anyway, that's everything I have to share about me and the Ares. The Ares and the ghosts, they're indirectly linked through the Ganglion. And whenever ghosts appear, planets die.
You're saying that the Ares is the reason. It's the cause of all this?
Nicht unbedingt.
So we're gonna lose Mira just like Earth? Like your world?
Yes, most likely.
So we know what we gotta do. Right? We gotta get out there and find that Ares. Bada boom!
But wait. Why didn't the pilot just get in contact with us? What's the point of hiding who they are?
Commander Vandam,
What is it?
we detected scales in active combat. 2 units.
They finally come up on
Ares
frontier
und
now,
Vita.
huh? This energy's unreal. Ain't your grandpappy skills.
You don't think...
Top order prediction would be an Ares in the Vita.
That saves us some legwork.
Quite. Let's move out.
You might be facing the Vita. I want you all out there.
Yes, sir.
No
Oder
need to
Ghost auch noch.
pussyfoot around, but stay frosty, Elma.
Roger. Right now, the way forward is clear. We don't know what's out there, but solving that mystery is the only hope we have.
Steht immer noch, weil man hat ja in Akt 12 Ende ja gesehen gehabt, wie Lau wieder am Strand war. Wiederbelebt aus Gründen. Fighten doch irgendwie. Ach, da fighten die. Jetzt die Nachteil ist, dass das solche Bastarde sind, dass man die nur an gewissen Stellen angreifen kann. Ist mein Laser echt scheiße. Das ist an der Stelle, wo wir jetzt stehen. Und dann müssen wir jetzt wieder verkloppen.
That's the Vita, all right.
But who's piloting it?
Moin. Na? Leute, hat ihn ausgesaugt. Oder hat er jetzt den Ares ausgesaugt gehabt, um stärker zu gegen die Geister zu kämpfen?
Those were the cores.
Sicher. Und selber?
Get ready.
Nee, schade. Ich hätte gedacht, der greift jetzt auch mit den an.
You're staying put.
Ach, der hat doch begleitet. Das ist zum Kotzen. Ich hätte gerne den Cockpit-Modus gehen. Machen wir es mal so. Meinst du mich gut? Nee. Was meinst du? Und die Geister kommen.
Colonel, ghosts. Watch out.
When it rains, it pours.
XenobladeChronicles X. Ja, die greift ihn wieder an.
They're going after the Vita.
Das Story ist jetzt das Postgame, so gesehen, das Endgame.
They're wising up. Never thought they'd get the jump on me. My bad. It got the cores.
Are you really Al?
You're still alive?
Ist das nicht der Bruder von ihr?
Where the hell have you been all this time?
Morgen. Heute hätte er ins Gym gemusst. Aber er hat lieber Couch-Training gemacht.
Gang's all here. Plus a few new faces. Neat little sci-fi club.
Huh? What does Big Man mean?
He's saying he's happy to meet you all.
Wonderful. Spoken like a true mensch.
Sorry I worried you, Princess. Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
I need to know. Why did the Vita take the cores?
Oh, what? We gonna be all business?
Don't change the subject. Tell us everything.
Fine then. I'll spill. But first, I want to know about you guys. Bet you've got stories to tell too.
Ja, wir haben ja Zeit, die Welt geht unter, aber sonst ist alles gut.
We can. Let's pause for now. We'll pick it up later. We're putting ourselves at risk by staying here. I'll arrange transport for you and the Ares.
Talk about the cold shoulder.
That's the hero? Alois Bernhold? Him?
You've never met him before?
He'd already been promoted by the time we joined the Colonel's team. So yeah, we weren't introduced. His star had risen too quickly.
He's nothing like they made him look on the government broadcasts. He's just like a normal guy.
Oh, it's him all right. In the flesh.
Hey. This hero stuff, you mean me?
You know it. The great selfless hero who bought humanity a future at the price of his own life. Alois Bernhold. That's you, pal.
Seriously? That's not how I was hoping it'd go.
When it gets out that the hero survived, they'll be dancing in the streets of NLA. People will go nuts.
NLA?
The White Whale's habitat. That's what we're calling it now.
Right. So it made it after all.
Thanks to a certain hero.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah, shucks, cut it out. Lynn, I'm really happy you made it.
Yeah.
Hm?
Wow, you guys have been living it up. Hey, how's it poppin'?
Oh, er ging einfach ganz gelassen.
You got a lot to learn.
Cut the rooks some slack. No one's born knowing your shtick.
No stress. I'll teach you the proper response later. I'm Alois Bernhold. Call me Al. Pleasure.
Here they are.
Ja, und auch wundert sich, die Propeller doch nicht einfach komplett zerfetzen. Wie das Ding aussieht. Na gut, er ist ziemlich klein. Man vorstellt, dass die Vita 3 Flugzeuge gebraucht hat, aber das Ding ist auch riesengroß. Aber wir müssen immer noch die Vita jetzt hinterher.
Right. Let's see what the fuss is about this NLA.
Aber wo es zugehen ist, geht. Eher noch dachte, dass er auch so einer ist, den man nur Von der Vita, die man nur angucken muss, schief. Ist mir doch.
Good work. We moved the Ares to the restricted hangar to have it checked out. Now then, since the ghosts decided to give the Vita some lovin', does that mean they consider the Ganglion to be a bigger threat than us?
Ghosts don't have that kind of independence.
Ich denke eher an den Kern, die hat.
They swarm whatever happens to be in front of them, like iron filings drawn to a magnet. You can think of them as a force of nature. The conclusion my world's scientists arrived at was this. Ghosts are in essence the universe's corrective system. End quote.
A system? I think I get it. Like
Bisschen
animals'
Legion, die
instincts.
bisschen Vieh.
Nature's way of protecting itself. Is it that kind of thing?
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice. From the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying, to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Sound familiar? You might have heard it, in some shape or form.
Yeah, that's...
That's some heavy stuff. And coming from you, it sounds all the heavier.
It's from an Earth text, passed down on your world since antiquity. When I first read it, it felt to me like a kind of forewarning, a moral teaching from which to learn.
And what, now you think it was a prophecy?
I think it's historical record.
Huh?
Well, suppose the people of the past knew of the existence of such a system.
You're saying ghosts are angels of the apocalypse? Get real.
Die Apokalypse
Then
ist super.
God is real too?
It would align with the facts at hand.
Gods and angels. Before, I would have laughed you right out of town.
Well, either way. If the ghosts are chasing the Ganglion, that's good news for us. If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. For now, rest up.
Will do.
Al, you're going straight to medical.
I'm healthy as a horse, sir.
That's what worries me.
Come on, back me up here.
Stop moaning.
Wir müssen wieder ins Quartier, ja. Auf zum Quartier. Mal gucken, was uns da noch erwartet.
Got it. I'll be right there. They want me to stop by the Ares. The technicians want to pick my brain.
If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a shout.
Thanks, Lynn.
Und morgen kann ich aber wirklich erst um 7:30, gell? Body.
Can't believe how much you got up and running. I know I was MIA for a good long while, but it's not like you've had years. Honestly, I'm impressed. It's growing on me, this NLA.
Good.
Mind letting go of that grudge already, Princess?
I don't know what you're talking about. What exactly is there for me to hold a grudge over?
Well, since I left you alone for all this time, figured you were sour about it.
Let's see. If only you'd stayed behind with me, I could have had it a whole lot easier than I did.
Huh?
Maybe it's obvious since you came to us from the Air Force, but your piloting skills were a cut above. Anyone could see your promotion would be just a matter of time. So when you left the team so soon after joining, I was happy for you. So if there was one thing I'm sour about, it's that I made you take the Ares. I'm angry at myself for that. When we were leaving Earth, I prioritized directing my team. So when you took the Ares and dove into the heart of the enemy swarm, I couldn't do much to stop you. A mistake. I depended on your skills too much. And so they crowned you a hero, made you the Ares' sole pilot, and you kept on protecting us. Until the day of the battle that ended with us crashing down on Mira and you. Gone. How I regretted it. Forcing the Ares on you. The way that I drove you into taking up the hero's mantle. So much guilt.
You didn't do that. I went charging off on my own. I was like a kid with a new toy, so I should have known better. Nah, I'm no hero. I was just terrified. Scared that I'd lose my place in the world, just like I lost my motherland when I was a kid. I needed the white whale intact. The Ares was just a means to that end.
A means, huh? You know, I'm the same as you then. I lost the planet where I was born, and came to Earth with the Ares, an unwilling companion. But I think that's giving the thing far too little credit. The Ares wasn't just a tool. This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Needed? Here?
Yes. I'm glad you came back. Truly.
Oh, wie nett. Aber morgen das Spiel durchkriegen, weiß ich nicht. Ja, wir geben unser Bestes.
Honestly, I'd be so much happier if I was helping to fix up the Ares. But they told me to get out of their way. They were all like, you just stick to your blade duties. How rude is that? Like, dude, I was even on the original
Bis
Ares
10,
maintenance
halb
team.
11. Ja. Aber es kommt ja drauf an, wann Kurt es schafft, endgültig online zu kommen morgen.
Yeah. The first time we met, it would have been about when I first got assigned to Elma's team. You've seen what he's like. The others never really got his humor. So he was often all alone, like it or not. But I liked him. He was always kind to me. Maybe it's because he had a younger sister about the same age. They got separated trying to flee their country. Seems it got pretty rough there. He hadn't seen her since then. Al always said that people need a place to belong. Not like a location or some specific address or whatever.
Ja, beeil dich, Moja.
It's more somewhere you keep coming back to. Somewhere people liked and trusted you. He used to talk about it a lot. I think the place his sister and family were, that's where he felt needed. But then it was taken from him. After that, he decided all of Earth needed him and took to the stars. The belief his family was alive and well somewhere down there? That's what made him decide Earth was worth giving anything to protect. After we lost Earth, the white whale became Al's home.
So you see, Lynn, that's what makes you part of my big, fat, happy family.
That's how he put it to me once. Hearing that, I'd never felt so happy in my whole life. Now, I can't do it anymore. I can't just blindly trust Al's kind words. Too much has happened. We've been through too much since then. You're right. I might have been getting a little too up in my own head there. It'll take time to sort this out. Thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it. I feel better getting that off my chest.
Roger. It seems Al's done with his checkup now. Time to move.
Ganze Videosequenzen, Alter, wir rennen doch von ein paar Metern von da nach da und wie ist die jetzt verfügbar?
Boy, oh boy. Really put me through the ringer.
Yeah, well, if you weren't organic, it would have been a lot easier for us, too.
Bingo. Al's no mim, just good old blood and bones.
You thought all crew members were supposed to be mims, didn't you? But you see, Al here might just be the chosen one.
The Ares Prime needs a warm body to run.
Guys, does this matter right now?
You're right, but first...
Ist ein normaler Mensch, wie alle
good to
anderen
have
sind nur
you
Roboter.
back, Al. The hero returns, and with him our hearts are all uplifted.
Do me a favor and nix the hero thing. It's weird being put on a pedestal. Anyway, can I get a recap? I've missed a lot of scuttlebutt. I'm like a lost time traveler here.
Certainly. Let me give you the bullet points.
10 Stunden später.
Okay, wow. You guys sure had a rough time while I was away.
All right, then. Now I'd like to ask you some questions. Al, where were you up until now?
To explain that part, I'll need the results of my skills analysis. You'll never believe me unless I give you something to back it up.
What are you trying to say?
We've detected a giant energy surge in the vicinity of Sylvalum.
A DMAT event?
No. It's not a pattern we've observed before, sir.
Wie gesehen?
Just one thing after the next here. Put it on screen.
Wieder so ein scheiß Kugel. Vorher haben sie Unwetter mit Gegen Mittag. Ach du Scheiße. Das ist ein Raumschiff. Aber schon übelst mitgenommen. Ich jetzt mal knapp behaupten. Oh, fuck. Der Ganglion.
My children who gather on this planet. Heed my voice.
Der stört Newt. Kommt da was oder ist die Ansprache schon zu Ende?
What the? What is that ginormous thing?
And then that voice. Who's Void?
Void.
You know who that is, Elma?
A primordial entity. It was Void who created Ares Prime. And the Ganglion. Their Void spawn too. You could call him their progenitor.
Wait a sec. That's who Luxar meant? His great one?
Then the old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel bested by these primates. It's absolutely sickening.
Yes, that's Void.
Then he was the one who handed my ass to me?
And that's why he stole the Vita, I would hazard a guess.
But why? Does he want to rally the Ganglion and get right back to the killing?
Just so.
Eh?
How the hell did he hear me?
I shall commence a contest in which survival is the prize. The bested will cease to be, as will this world. Indeed, I have borne witness to it innumerable times before. And I will be victor once more. I am he who brings worlds into concord.
What does he mean, Concord?
When he says he's seen this happen before. No. Then Elma's planet. And the Earth?
So this is all part of your grand plan, is it?
The bested must cease to be.
Way to throw down the gauntlet. How about you shut up and get out of my face? And give back Ares' soul!
The bested cease to be.
I don't recall being bested. In fact, as long as I'm standing, I don't plan on being beaten.
You wish to prolong your struggle.
You bet. Better say your prayers.
It is good. Such is as life ought to be. A desperate effort to survive. Very well. We will meet at the world's end.
Alter Schwede. Hat die jetzt gegen Ende
A
im
fight for
Postgame
survival.
aufgedreht.
Again? How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
No. It's not so simple.
Huh?
Either way, whether we fight or not, this planet is on its way out. Just like my homeworld before it.
What survival means, then, is getting the hell off this rock. That'll be our fight.
We'll have to leave Mira?
Komm ich hier nicht weg.
Al, please tell me you know of a way for us to do that.
Yeah. The key to leaving is the cores.
The ones the Vita took off with.
Without the cores, humanity... no. All life on this planet is going to die. How are we doing with the Ares? If we're on schedule, the shocking truth should be revealed any minute now.
I'll get an update.
From here on out, it's uncharted territory. Put your thinking caps on. We're headed for the hangar.
Warum? Scheißegal, von mir aus klopp ich die scheiß Volt-Hilfe. Mit Waffe oder ohne Waffe. Die Sequenz gestartet.
I have the technician's report. Here's what it says. The first major thing we discovered through analyzing the Ares is the following. The universe in which planet Mira exists, though it might be better to say dimension, is not the only one, as we have now detected several others outside of it. We're talking parallel dimensions.
This might be hard to wrap your heads around, but... after the battle that ended with the White Whale crashing, me and the Ares were cast into a space between all those.
The navigational data from the Ares backs up the existence of the place he's talking about. What's more, our previous attempts to find the Lifehold core, and our studies of the floating landmass Volataris, which accompanied Void, have all led us to hypothesize such a possibility. The new data we got from the Ares has helped us tie this all together. It's led us to the truth of the matter.
When Void said that he brought worlds into Concord, this is what he was hinting at then?
Based on these findings, we have concluded that the universe that Earth belonged to, and the universe that we're in now with Mira, are in fact completely separate. Plus, we now know that the past universe, at the point of Earth's destruction, disappeared entirely along with it.
The whole universe?
Void's catchphrase, the best had ceased to be, this is what he meant. But then, what does this fact tell us? A+. Yes, humanity still endures on Mira. So, we managed to escape the destruction of the Earth's universe and came to this one. We survived. Isn't that proof enough?
That day, the destruction of the universe caused a massive energy displacement. And that's what allowed us to escape to Mira? By luck bordering on the miraculous?
It's just back-of-the-envelope logic based off of old records, but that sounds about right.
So then, if we could produce an amount of energy roughly equal in magnitude, then hypothetically, it just may be possible to escape from this universe as it disappears?
Okay, but is that kind of thing physically achievable? Oh.
That's right. That's where the Ares comes in. Rather, the cores that are the source of its power.
So that's why Void made a beeline straight for it.
Our battle had already begun. You just didn't know it. And hence, that slimy bastard threw the first punch.
Nagi, we'll need a strategy if we're gonna pull through. And I mean yesterday.
Quite. I'll reach out to Maurice at once.
Thanks. And we won't be able to make it without help from all the other races. Everyone, your orders. Until we have a strategy in place, attend to your usual duties.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Al, seeing as you're unemployed, I'm conscripting you. Go lend your buddies a hand.
Sounds more like being press ganged.
Call it what you like. You gotta earn your keep.
Fine, you win.
Yeah! Kapitel 13.1 abgeschlossen. 13, ja, Akt 1. Und die ersten Elite-Duelland mit Heulende Seele. Herkulisch. Oh. So sehr ich den Ares liebe. Der Gute kann ganz schön temperamentvoll sein. Zum einen besitzt er eine ganz spezielle Panzerung, daher kann man keine weiteren Rüstungen oder Waffen installieren. Zum anderen kann nur ich ihn steuern, wie du weißt, aber solange man sich mit diesen Eigenheiten arrangieren kann, ist das seine echte Wucht. Ganz in der Feier der Rückkehr des Helden und zu diesem Anlass wurde auch eine neue Kollektion in den Handel gebracht, die auf seinem Outfit basiert. Das, wie populär er ist. Wenn wir uns die Klamotten vielleicht alle besorgen, dann könnten wir Partnerlook gehen. Alle? Ich will wissen, wie es weitergeht. Wenn die Harmonie-Mission Verhandlungen, die im Blade quartiert, das haben wir gemacht. Tag 2, Projekt Exodus 2.
We got a basic plan drawn up. Meet me in command.
Roger. Let's move.
Roger, Roger. Alter. Na Gott, ich glaube, unser Endfahrt wird dann gegen Vita sein.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts. But they've also got a new objective that'll have lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent.
Volataris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events have granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they've kicked the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission, to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. A tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival, it never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place, it is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole and prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxar. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
Dass doch du nicht gehen willst. Es gibt nur eine dritte
A
Möglichkeit.
truly gut-rending thought.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is unequivocal. And this time, it's not just humanity's future that's at stake.
Voilà.
Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Of course. All those that would be amenable to our proposal. Regrettably, any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
Tja, man muss ihn aber echt wohl klar machen, was los ist.
I understand how you feel. I didn't propose it lightly. But frankly, it's just not feasible to do otherwise. Some species are dangerous, some others simply too violent. With the time we have and the available personnel, finding a way to save them all is impossible.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races. Will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha. Eyeballing it, it should have the capacity. Enough to carry all evacuees.
Grob geschätzt,
Of
okay.
course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting. We'll need to incorporate the Ares jump drive and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a-knockin'.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan.
Okay.
Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
Then we've got no time to lose.
Right.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have 2 objectives.
Ja.
Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger.
Ah, was? Wir kloppen einfach den scheiß Void weg. Bestücke den einfach, holen uns die Kerne. So sprengen wir uns einfach sein verdammtes Schiff auf immer weg.
Recap. We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions, right?
Right. First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
Okay.
Dim, di, di, di. Jo, dann gucken wir uns mal an, was wir machen dürfen.
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you?
Ja.
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this skill and Ares stuff, are we? So, Well, we went and asked that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it!
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you. You guys are just the pizza toppings.
Sahnehäubchen auf der Pizza. Naja. Hier steht man, dass wir jetzt noch Materialien brauchen. Und für Glück haben wir die schon gesammelt. Aber es kann wieder irgendwas Spezielles sein.
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
Ach Gott, haben die einen Humor.
Tatsu mystified.
It is as we have been told. It takes two minds to tango.
Hey, Al! Ask me!
Hey Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible, and how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
You haven't changed a bit. Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog.
Sag, er soll einfach auf Spenderweise erzählen.
No pressure, huh? Fine. But you're buying the round. Bunch of busybodies. So, before the white whale crashed, a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off. Just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening.
Okay.
Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all. Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes. You might call it a rift between worlds.
Das war Xeno 1?
Light years beyond the realm of human science. But strangely, most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes. Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one. The human brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant. I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment.
Das war Xeno 2?
How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home. It's thanks to its help that I came back at all. Well, the universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
But?
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
A prison?
Void Seat. I think he was held there. His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now, hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way.
Doch?
All the
Gefällt
loose
mit
threads
Bewusstsein.
seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the Ghosts appeared.
Huh. What are we thinking then? Cause and effect, or... Void said he brought worlds into concord. Ah. I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
Notfall.
Must be urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you could track down a man-on engineer.
Roger.
Was
Let's
macht
hear
der?
the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but it was sitting in a ganglion stronghold. So we had to get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but then Ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Ja, wir dürfen ja kämpfen.
Let's move.
Dass da wieder sein Geist und sein Körper zusammen sind, wir beides vernichten. Was auch mit dem Void. Der Leere. Ach, der ist da. Ich hab schon gedacht, der wäre an der stärkeren Basis. Was zerstört ist?
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Only ganglion bodies, though.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
Who goes there?
Ah, die Raffianer.
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the Ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Ms. Bweed, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Wir stehen einfach da und chillen.
Looks like a job half done.
You die! Die like beasts!
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
Alter, ich sitze in meinem Skate drin, als würde mich jucken. Okay, gute Nacht. Und danke fürs Vorbeischauen.
Follow my lead. Use melee attack. Flurry.
Elma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
Was macht nun? Ich bleib das hier offen. Ist ein Elektro und es ist für Rückenmodul. Wird man das da wegmachen, weil da die Waffe braucht einfach ultra lang. Ich dachte, wär's da halt, wenn du physische Waffe. Laserresistenz runter, plus Paralyse. Ja, es ist ein 2-Ding. Was ist ein Einzelner? Das ist beides ein Einzelner. Wieder beides. Hol die 2 Plasma-Dinger mit. Oh, wir haben hier noch was zum Laden. Stimmt. Den hatte man schon. Seltsames Nest. Hast du gerade eben irgendwo gesehen? Oder irre ich mich da? Ah, da. Damit haben wir das doch auch sehr schön. Gehen wir gerade mal zur Feste.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to Kitty Cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
We got shot up. And we didn't even get the thing we needed.
Ja und? Lass es doch.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location. Third time's the charm, no?
Yeah, well, starting to doubt that.
Just stay positive, okay?
A moment ago, you were on the brink of death. Yours is a mercurial people.
We survived, so it's all good, yes? On to the next one.
Wenn ihr mit Absicht alles falsch macht, habt ihr nichts.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
My prince has ordered us to aid humans, and so we have.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still... Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
You know something about Void?
Vita. It serves to sustain Void as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
Al, what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
Wir werden angegriffen, oder?
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. Just like Lao said.
Lao said that?
Al, what? When did you see Lao? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana? Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it. As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place.
Ach, ja. Das war das. Ich habe gerade gesagt, er wäre am Leben gewesen.
Fancy seeing you here.
Well?
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
I thought you died defending the White Whale, back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Figured.
I betrayed our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed. Well, really, I'd just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew. And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid. Always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck. My hopelessness, it wound up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Shenchi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. I've got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. And stubborn, and treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, that means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
Lau. I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
No, Elma, not like this!
Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, that was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Yeah.
Und
Colonel Elma! Requesting a big...
What was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold and Noctilum?
Then we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.
ah, alle gute Dinge sind drei. Warum haben die nicht für uns losgeschickt? Das wäre ziemlich einfacher gewesen. Und sicherer. Und cleverer. Egal, wir fliegen drin, zerstören alles, holen die Teile, retten die Leute, die noch gehen. Und vernichten alles andere. Ach, Vita ist da. Okay, das ist doof.
The whole team's dead. And look!
Piece of...
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right? There's no need to be doing any of this!
I wish to know death.
Huh?
Death, is it?
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to understand this.
And that's why the slaughter?
You think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it. Ceasing to be is simple non-existence. But death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion. That I wish to know.
Ich bringe dir den Tod persönlich.
And then? After that?
I have not considered it. You will find my desires are not rooted in emotion. Actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
But that's... It's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill? Why do this?
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can string all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
But...
Weil sie davor sich schweres Wort beherrschen.
Exactly. If we want to argue with them, it'll be with guns.
Right. Lynn, we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Understood.
Looks like they're on our case. Follow my lead!
Super hot!
Was ist los? Ah, der steht neben dran, guck zu.
You're up next. Scum!
Enough. There is no more to be gained.
Your stubborn fixation on living is inordinate. You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode. It is, after all, inevitable. The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
Aber ich mag die Stimme halt. Das ist schon echt genial.
What a train wreck. That creep really gets me seeing red. Makes me gag.
Let's do a quick head count.
Roger that.
Irgendwo hier? Ja, da ist die. Noch schon da sind. Der macht gerade noch alle Kisten, die es noch zu looten gibt, gerade noch mit Holler. Auf der gleichen irgendwie hier. Man sieht auch schon Beschreibung. Wir nehmen einfach gerade alles noch mit, wenn wir schon dazu sind, haben wir das gespart.
What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then we need to get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
Ah. Oder von Neues mit den Quatschen.
Thanks very much. It's a real shame our friend didn't make it, but at least the mission's complete, right? Credit where it's due, you know.
Void. That goddamned rat.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
Lynn.
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making good progress thanks to you, are we? We have some news, so would you mind stopping by the restricted hangar after this?
Sure thing, we'll be there.
It wasn't easy, but the mission was a success. Good job.
Aber wir haben Leute verloren. Das macht die Sache nicht besser.
Hey there, how's it poppin'?
Terrible, right? How about you?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
That's great, isn't it?
Alter.
Look at him. He's really found his footing here, hasn't he?
Once you really get to know him, most get on with him like a house on fire.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But that's not the correct follow-up.
I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Elma, this vegetable come with a volume knob?
Leave it. You had some news?
Well, I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jury-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that. A meta-doohickey. It's a common trope in the old movies, right?
Yeah, except real.
Ja, das stimmt.
The energy that the Ares could deploy thanks to the cores was in a league of its own. According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void?
Calm down, Rook. We're still okay.
Right.
Odd.
The fact is, he took the time to come and taunt us. It means he's still getting ready. Well, even supposing he's through the prep phase, he can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now, brought the world into concord, or whatever his tagline was. But cores alone won't cut it. We figured it out while analyzing the Skell. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares, machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable. I won't pretend to understand, but it wouldn't have been possible for a living human to hold onto their self there otherwise. So, without me and the Ares, the cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Melded with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Das könnte was so sein, ja.
Sharplin. But the analysis didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats. While inside the rift, I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift. The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
Okay.
They're what?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with the Lifehold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere. Not by technology, but by some much larger universal mechanism.
But that's crazy.
This
Ich
universal
habe gehört, dass es
mechanism.
kommt, aber ich habe das erst schon gespielt gehabt.
What
Das
is
wurde
it?
juckt mich auch nicht.
Dunno. It's just that when I was there, I felt it. You guys. People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
And the Ares can tap into that? This, like, gathering place of minds?
More like souls, even.
Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive,
Das stimmt.
you'll get to experience it yourselves. Anyhow, in order to pull off our great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sync to the Nexus, or die trying. In matter of fact, Void's no fool. He'll have cottoned on by now.
But if that's the case, why hasn't he attacked NLA yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
Okay, so what's our game plan? What do you think, Rook? You better knock this one out of the park.
Ich stehe auf einen Überraschungsangriff. Sag, dass du das noch vor dem Mittagessen erledigen kannst.
Home run! I'll hold you to it, bud.
Mache dafür noch Kapitel 2 jetzt fertig. Danach mal für heute Feierabend. Welche 2 Tage waren anstrengend. Ich bin froh, dass das bis Montag vorbei ist. Ey. Musik passt immer so schön dazu.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Terrible. How about you?
Better than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future. And the Rook seems well suited.
That isn't like you.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words. When we were leaving Earth, you ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
You look after the refugees. I'll protect the ship from outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Ow.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you to the last. People of Earth will not be snuffed out here!
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
Was immer am Freitag, glaube ich, wie es dann zu Ende geht. Hoffentlich. Wenn ich den Endbosskampf schaffe.
The jump drive is still in the experimental phase, but otherwise, the White Whale 2 is ready. We'll be unveiling it shortly if you'd care to step outside.
We'd be thrilled. Shall we check it out then?
Yeah, I can't wait!
Tatsu bristling with thrill.
Außer der Rest noch Raketenschule. Aber was ist das? Okay, die Kerne sind dort vom Speicher. Alter, wie haben die das so schnell zusammengebaut? Und gut, wenn alle Rassen gleichzeitig mithelfen.
Thanks to all your efforts, we now have a ship capable of withstanding even the longest voyage. Preliminary tests of the jump drive are showing promising results. All that's left is to support those who have not yet relocated to NLA, and to guide our current residents through the necessary procedures.
If the ghosts or ganglion make a move, or further dematerialization occurs, we have the ability to launch the White Whale 2, even before all residents have boarded. Naturally, we'll keep you apprised. We may be forced to make a snap decision. So do be advised.
Once everyone's safely on board, it'll be time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, it'll be all-out war. Any more vessels to escort, and we wouldn't have a snowball's chance of guarding them all.
But this way, there's a single point of failure.
Either way, if we lose the Ares, we'll be dead in the water.
Going all in? I say bring it on.
Changing the topic, where will we be going to?
How are we supposed to know that?
Ideally, a new universe. But we could also end up stranded inside the rift for the rest of time.
Eep! Terror!
Come what may, it seems we will be left as happy as a pig in a blanket.
You scared yet?
Ich sage, dass du eben bist in der Welt von.
Very heartfelt. Love you too.
Elma. Not to ruin the moment, but duty calls. The lady named Kylie had a request concerning a friend. They've not made it to NLA yet. Mind getting the full lowdown?
Of course. Right away.
Thanks. She should be by the cathedral in the residential district.
Wette mal, dass Witterbieter dafür verantwortlich ist.
Sorry, I know you're busy. Here's the thing. There's a friend I've met in the course of work, and she's not here yet. Any chance you could go look for her?
That's a little worrying for sure.
Right? I'd love to go myself if I could. But my team's ushering people onto the lifeboat, so I'm kinda tied up.
Understood. We're on it. Any idea where we should start?
Thanks very much. Her usual residence is in Sylvalum, at the Delusion's North Summit.
Am Nordgipfel des Wahns. Ja klar. Kann man machen, ausgerechnet dort zu wohnen. Point?
Not sure if it's the friend, but someone was here recently.
Seems so. Except nobody's here now.
Maybe she already pack up and leave?
Besteht darauf, dass sie noch in der Nähe sein muss.
Could be. If she'd already left, I'd expect to see signs of hurried packing, and I don't.
True. And she evidently didn't extinguish the campfire.
That'd mean she was here until very recently.
Yes, that's my guess.
You don't think she went to fetch water or something?
That was close by.
Let's go.
Die wollte Wasser holen. Aber so ein scheiß Ghost ist da.
Are you okay?
Yes, quite fine.
Let us handle things here. You run.
Run!
Not have to tell twice.
Looks like they're on our case.
Crunch!
I'm in loaded. End it all.
Try this on. Crunch!
Easy. Gotcha.
Got that. Super hot!
You wish.
You're fixed. Here I go! You're staying put. Gotcha.
Easy.
Get hot. Try this on. Crunch!
That's easy. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
You're fixed. Need a boost? Flurry!
Gotcha.
Bingo! Pile on the pressure! I've been waiting to lash out! Need a boost?
You're mine.
Or a tie! You know what to do. Try this on the sides! Try you'll stay put!
Easy. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
That's a body part.
You
know
wish.
the drill. I've been waiting to lash out!
I'm ending
Here
this.
I
End
go!
it all.
Loud and clear. You're staying put!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Let's get hunt. Try this
You're
on.
mine. You wish.
Shield!
You wish.
See if you can dodge this. Let's get hunt. Flurry!
Ich als Schwachstelle zu finden, ist immer das Problem. Halt danach ist der einfach weg.
Never to bully Nopon again.
You didn't even lift a finger.
Not sure if that was the hut's owner, but shall we head back?
Let's do that.
War ein Kreuzritter diesmal.
Thank friends for earlier. Name is Omomo.
Hello, I'm Lynn. You're not hurt, are you?
Not even scratch.
Omomo, I'm Elma. We wanted to ask, do you know a woman by the name of Kylie?
Kylie? Of course Omomo knows. Kylie is best friend.
Best friend? You two are that close?
Exactly so. Before, one time Omomo was picking veggies and was attacked by wild critters like today. Omomo wanted to flee, but Omomo no longer sprightly like used to be. So Omomo trip on face and take bad tumble instead of flee. Just as life flashed before eyes, friend Kylie suddenly show up and bash whole pack of critters squarely on heads. She carry Omomo back to hut and even apply dressings to wounds of Omomo. And since then, periodically visit here to check up on Omomo's well-being.
Wow, all that? She's very kind.
Heart of Kylie is soft like dough. Every time she visits, she never failed to bring along lovely foodstuffs and other gifts. That's why Omomo also do her best to repay kindness with plenty of home-cooked snacks.
Tatsu could go for home-cooked snack also.
Is friend Kylie doing well?
Yeah, she's peachy. As a matter of fact, she's the one that asked us to come here.
Oh! Kylie is one who speaks to friends?
Yes.
Es ist nämlich so. Wir fliehen von dem Ding und wollen dich mit Holle.
Omomo see. Omomo has been burden on Kylie, and also big burden on friends.
Okay, Klotz.
Omomo very sorry.
No trouble whatsoever. It is our job after all. In fact, since we're already here, you can come with us to NLA.
Omomo will be staying right here. Apologies that friends had to come all this way. Sorry for hassle.
Huh? But why?
Hubby Pawn of Omomo rest peacefully here. That why Omomo also wish here to remain.
But this planet's gonna disappear.
Omomo know that. However, Hubby Pawn always got lonely very easily. That why Omomo cannot leave Hubby Pawn here alone.
Oh.
Omomo could never.
I get that, but still. Surely your husband wouldn't want you to die here for him.
That may be true, yes. Even so, Omomo not asking friends to understand.
And how do you think Kylie will feel about this? Isn't she your best friend?
Meme.
Omomo, I can empathize with you about wanting to stay with your loved one. It's just, are you sure that's the only reason?
Me?
There's something else, isn't there?
Omomo not wish to be burdened to anyone.
A burden?
That right. To family, to Little Pawn, who have lots of Little Pawn also. By now, they all safely in New LA.
Really? Then you should join them.
Omomo already Granny Pawn. Often struggle to keep up with shenanigans. When that happened, without fail everyone fuss and try to help out. But making new life and new environment take lots of effort and time, incredible hassle. Besides,
Momo is so tired. And honestly, would hate to take away time and effort from every pawn.
That's what you call being a burden?
Precisely. Oh, Momo receive enough kindness already. Yes, ready to meet own end here by side of hubby pawn peacefully. That way, little pawn also then, surely happy.
Surely they'd be happier if you were with them. There's no reason for you not to impose on them. Please, you can't just give up on living like this. If you stay alive, you can support your family. That's the real way to happiness.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Indeed.
Das stimmt. Wir können sie nicht so dazu zwingen.
It's her choice to stay behind. We can't force her. Besides, it may seem cold, but there are others out there who want to come to NLA. They need our help. We're better used elsewhere. Oh, Momo, you've made your feelings clear. Please, don't worry about your family. I promise you, we'll get them safely to a new world.
Oh, Momo, count on friends. And very sorry for making friends sad.
No. I'm sorry for speaking out of turn. I didn't consider your feelings.
Friend did nothing of the sort. Oh, Momo was happy that friend cared enough to speak mind. Very lovely.
Oh, Momo? If you change your mind, contact us anytime.
Thank you very much. Oh, Momo will not forget words of friend.
Well, let's get the news back to Kylie.
Elma, was this the right answer?
I don't think there was one. One thing's certain. We must move forward, whatever the outcome. And that's it.
HerrDerToten. Schon immer so mit. Du musst Kylie selber zu ihr hochrennen.
Get a load of this.
Kylie, what's that you're up to there?
Oh, hi. Perfect timing. I was just about to head out to meet Momo.
Huh? Meet Momo?
Yeah. I just had a message from her asking for help with her luggage. She says she can't carry it alone.
But didn't she...
Oh, she told me everything. I know she'd been planning on staying here.
Right, she was. I thought I knew better than she did.
Well, she said she'd done some thinking about what you told her. Like, she'd fallen into this mistaken feeling that she had to rely on others. And she felt that she was running away from her own responsibilities.
Poor thing.
Guys, I'm sorry.
What's gotten into you?
Well, see, I had a hunch that Momo might not want to come. But it's like every time we met, she always seemed to act so zen. I never managed to ask.
Instead, you wanted us to.
Yeah.
And in the end, Lynn managed to get through to her.
Hey, enough of that.
No, it really is all thanks to you, Lynn. If it was me, I'd have just listened to her talk. I wouldn't have been able to speak my mind. But this, it's taught me something. how important it is to say what you're feeling, what it achieves. Thank you for that.
Kylie, please, you're making me self-conscious.
Lindley is modern-day saint!
Tatsu!
Go on now, don't keep Omomo waiting.
Right you are. Everyone, thanks so very much, again.
Lynn, happy now?
Yeah. Hey, Al. How's it poppin'?
Obviously terrible. And yourself?
I wouldn't say terrific exactly, but not awful.
Well, that's great to hear.
I just couldn't figure it out. How the Ares could keep running, just as normal, even though all its cores got torn right out. But it's because of you, isn't it?
Don't want to dwell on it, but yeah.
You know, looking at you, I get the feeling we're a step closer to solving the great mystery of where in the body the human spirit resides.
Huh.
I think the spirit isn't something one human body can contain. And it's not part of the consciousness packaged inside a mimeosome either. Other people can reflect someone's way of thinking, even their way of being. Which means that a person's spirit can exist in every other person whose life they touch. That's how I see it now.
No such thing as a soul that exists in isolation, huh?
It's like that with you. Your spirit lives inside everyone who thinks of you as the hero. And my spirit? It exists in everyone who's been kind enough to make the effort to get to know me. And so, the spirit of Lao, who held on to his memories of me until his very end, it has to be within me too. If you never came back, I might never have realized.
That's not true, Lynn. You knew it all along.
Huh?
You feel other spirits, just the same way that you do your own. That's all it took, no more. For you to become Lao's final hope. Be proud.
Random.
Okay, who we searching for next?
I'll tell you. There's a Blade who departed NLA and hasn't come back in yet. I want you to go pick him up.
You say pick up, so you know where he is.
Yep. Eric, clue these guys in.
Roger that. I'm Eric, curator and captain of the eponymous Team Eric. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it's my subordinate Ted who needs help.
Okay.
Ted is having some trouble accepting the Exodus plan. He said he wasn't going anywhere, then flew off in a huff.
We feared this might happen.
First we left Earth, now we're leaving Mira. He won't be the only one with internal struggles right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. To be perfectly honest, I'm wrestling with it too.
Es ist egoistisch.
But cannot just carry on in quiet.
Believe me, I've been there too. We're curators. In our line of work, generally, We handle a lot of animals and plants. You start to have a lot of sympathy for the natural world.
I see. Flora and fauna are not part of the Exodus plan.
Right.
Unter anderem, die werden einfach
It's a
sterben
thorny
gelassen.
one.
Well, the first step's to meet the man and hear him out.
Agreed.
He'll be at the Canopied Nightwood in Noctilum. It was the location of our first mission.
Noted.
I appreciate it.
Egal. Wunderbar. Ich sag, machen wir da am Freitag weiter. Jetzt haben wir ja schon Akt 2 haben wir. Ach, schon ein gutes Stückchen gemacht. Ich denke mal, dass wir damit bald fertig sind. Da haben wir schon mal ein paar Kämpfe gehabt. Da würde ich sagen, sehen wir uns dann. Falsches Ding hat. Sehen wir uns morgen wieder. Gegen 7:30 spätestens. Wenn Kurt endgültig nach Hause kommt. Dann geht es weiter mit Neo. Und vielleicht auch mit dem Ende von Neo. Nein, das wird die Hauptstory. Und am Freitag geht es ja weiter bei Xenoblade mit Ende Akt 2. Kapitel 13 Akt 2. Und Akt 3 Ende. Und da fix und fertig. Wie gesagt, je nachdem wie spät du kommst, musst du weniger Zeit haben, mal das fertig zu machen. Das bedeutet, gib Gas, Junge. Schreib mir einfach auf Discord, wann du da bist. Da bereite ich schon alles vor, mache alles fertig. Dann kommst du heim, wärst ja gerade noch was zu essen in der Backofen oder sonst was und dann let's go. Kapisch? Ich sage gerade, morgen spätestens 10:30 ist Schicht im Schacht. Entweder mir Hans bis dorthin oder nicht. Ja, richtig. Einfach schreibe herzu, Hammer. Ich bin fertig, mache mich gerade auf den Weg, ich bin da daheim. Und dann mache ich schon mal alles vor. Kapi? Und dann wird versucht, die Festung zu stürmen. Und vielleicht endgültig die letzte Mission abschließen. Wunderbar. Und noch ein paar Sachen fertig. Da haben wir 166 von 204, 140 von 3. Haben wir schwach. 168 von 222. Also, werden wir sehen. Da werde ich noch sagen, noch eine angenehme Nacht. Wir sehen uns morgen Abend. Bis dann.